Sun shines, people forget. This is the problem. Now, see, we got TV shows that are getting people to react to not their own reactions. Now, this Navajo teaching, he said that to know yourself would be to know, or another person would be to know what they would do and what they would not do. For instance, from your tradition, and you're told by your elders, don't step on that ant pile, and you say why, and they say, well, they have a purpose in this life, and then you wouldn't do it. You just obey, and that's what you would do and what you would not do. Now, all cultures have very different things they would do and wouldn't do. Like, for instance, in the Far East, in certain countries like Japan, you wouldn't make eye contact with strangers. That's considered rude. And yet, in other countries, it's they're just staring straight into your face nonstop, trying to stare you down like a challenge. Like only wolves who are ready to fight will stare right into your eyes, right in your own living room. Now. That's why this global thing will never work, because what they do is they put China into a one-child policy and make them kill any other children or have abortions and things like that since the 80s, this one-child policy that was supposed to be so good for the Chinese. And then here, are they looking at this television from North America doubling down with the Derricos, where they're supposed to cry about the woman having a miscarriage after she has about 19 children and counting, and all this? Don't you think that's an insult? Don't you think that's a slap in the face to the communist, the poor Chinese who've who've had one children, and then if they okay, everybody knows a little bit about everything. The point is, the 10 Commandments are the only common thing in all humanity. Every culture, you can say, it's basically killing is wrong, lying is wrong, being envious of your neighbor is going to lead to wrong. Basically, if you're a psychopath. If you're a psychopath, it's wrong. But forget about all these. But instead, this globalist culture is trying to conform us all, dissolve us and coagulate us by our cultures. And that will never work. That will never, ever, ever work. It's a put on, it's an eminence front.